Hello guys, in this tutorial I'm going to be creating a eye and teeth whitening action as well as lip popping action. Alright, now action that you just play and just paint it on the eye and the teeth and then everything is popped. Now I'm going to show you the process of which I created it, okay, so that you can always create it yourself. And also if you check the description, there is a link to actually download the action there. All right, so you guys don't have to do it, but for the purpose of knowing how it is created, I suggest you watch this tutorial to the end. All right, so now I want to whiten this eye and I want to pop these lips. All right, so the first thing I'll do is first of all, to whiten eye, what the reasons we want to do is we want it to be white, we want it not to be yellow, we don't want it red either. All right, so I want to give it some blue feel. Okay, so the first thing I will do is I will go to this icon here, then I'm going to click on brightness first. All right, then I will brighten it. Now focus on the teeth alone, not on the skin. I'll brighten it. I think that's okay. All right, then the next thing is I want to remove the yellowish inside of it. All right, so to do that, I'm called to hue and saturation, then I will go to yellow and I will desaturate yellow. All right, I will desaturate yellow because we don't want your teeth looking yellow. Just imagine when you see people in public and their teeth is looking yellow. I'm sure you do. You wouldn't like that. After that, I'll go to red and I will desaturate red as well. Okay, now focus on the teeth, not on the skin. Okay, don't let your focus be on the teeth. On the teeth as well as the eye. We don't want it yellow, we don't want it red. All right, then the next thing we'll do is we want to add a bit of cyan. Then we'll go to selective color. All right, then we'll go to make sure white is selected and I'll increase the cyan a bit. All right, I will increase the cyan a bit. Now I want to go back to that brightness and brighten it more. No, let me finish the brighten here. Now on this white again, I'll go to black and I will reduce black. As you can see, if you increase the black, you make it look much more cyan, much darker. But reduce the black, it makes it like the teeth very, very white, but that's too much. So I'll just put it on something like this. All right, yeah, that's very fantastic. So all these other sliders, if you drag it, you'll just be changing the teeth. But to me, I think we can still remove the yellow here too. Also remove yellow, cyan, remove cyan to a little. Okay, then the next thing we'll do is we'll go to, I wish I could increase the brightness more. Okay, let's increase the brightness more, just a little more. All right, yeah, then the next thing we'll go to color filter, photo filter, sorry, I go to photo filter and then I will choose blue. Okay, let me go to blue. Now press OK. So I will add the density a little. I think that's too much. All right, so that has made it be a bit of a blue. All right, make it blue a bit. Then finally, I'm going to go to color balance. Then I'll pick highlight because teeth is white, so of course it should fall in the highlight category. All right, so I'll push it a bit bluish like this, right? So I think that's good. Now I've used brightness, hue, saturation, selective color, photo filter, color balance. So I'm just going to highlight everything by coming to the layer at the top and then holding my shifts on both Mac and Windows and clicking on the last one, and I'll press Ctrl or Command G to group it. And the next thing I am going to do is I'm going to convert it to layer mask. All right, so I will hold Alt and I will click this layer mask icon. Boom. Then we'll now paint on the eye and the teeth. Let's just hope it's nice because I don't know as well, but let's just hope. So I'll just paint on it like this, as you guys can see. See how it's making sense. All right, so also on the eye as well. All right, so here is the, you can, after you're done, you can reduce the opacity. So here is the before and here is the after. As you can see, like easy peasy, we're able to remove the we're able to whiten the eye and the teeth. Okay, as you can see how it's looking good. Let me paint down here more. I think I didn't paint it very well. Note that if you paint it on other places, it might not have much effect, although it is have effect, but the effect might not be that much. Okay, all right, so next thing we want to do is to pop the lips. Okay, I want to pop the lips, and this one, the process is actually very easy. It's just like adding few things to add more colors. So usually lips are always pinkish, reddish, or yellowish. Okay, so me, I want to make it just pop it generally. All right, just pop it. So the first thing I'll do is I'll go to levels. Then I'm going to add a bit contrast. Let's see, contrast 1. Okay, that makes sense. Now I want to reduce the contrast here a bit. That's too much. Increase it rather. Let me drag it back just a little. Let me push this side a little. Instead of using brightness, I prefer to use levels, because levels has a way of making it make sense. Let's see the before and the after. All right, we'll still contour it to layer mark, so don't focus on all the picture, just focus on the lips alone. Yeah, and the next thing I will do is go to hue saturation. Then I'm going to pick red, and I'm going to pop the red a bit, not too much. Now I'm going to pick yellow. I'm going to pop the yellow a bit. All right, so I think this is actually okay. Anything more than this could, okay, let's add a bit vibrance. I'm going to go to vibrance, and I will pop it a bit. All right, then when I'm done, I'm just going to select the layer at the top and hold my shift. Then the layer at the down, I select it. Then I'll press Ctrl or Command G. Then I'll hold my Alt key or Option key on Mac, and I'll click on this layer icon, and it has converted to layer mark. So the next thing is I'm going to paint on these lips. All right, as you guys can see, it's popping. So the thing is, when you are done painting on it, you might look at you can look at it and you see it's too much. So what you do is reduce the opacity. Let me do 80. Okay, here is the before and here is the after. Now for the teeth, here is the before and here is the after. So you can see that both eye and teeth, they actually makes significant difference when it comes to color grading and also popping your makeup. All right, now if you do this, I trust you, your makeup artist will like you so much, because these lips, you can also apply it on the contour when the makeup is heavy. All right, the one for the lips, let me name it lips, and let me name this, let me name this eyes and teeth. All right, your makeup artist is going to love you so much, because it makes the lips, the contour, can put it on your eyeshadow, makes them really pop. Now as you can see, here is the before and here is the after. It's looking great. Right now it's looking messed up here. Looking messed up because there is actually a blemish there, because this picture has not yet been retouched. All right, so guys, thank you so much for catching me on this. Now these lips and eye teeth whitening, I have created an action for it with this exact same process. All you have to do is check the description below and download the actions. Then you can start applying it on your photos. Okay, now the action I created, I didn't create it as I created it as something that you can adjust. All right, I'll give an option of something that you can adjust. I won't create it as a lute. I'll create it as ATN action, so you can install it in both Mac and Windows Photoshop, and then adjust it anyhow you like, any way you like it. All right, so guys, thank you so much for catching me on this, and then I'm going to see you in the next video. Remember to subscribe and like if you are coming here for the first time, but if you are a returning subscriber, just like and share this video with whosoever you think is going to benefit from it. With that being said and done, I will see you in the next video. Bye.